Ladies and don't be waving nothing around me like that.
Look at the shadows!
Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers Small Ship, Small Grid Large Ship, Small Ship Gone Wild, whatever we're calling this thing.
Magic wow.
So, due to issues with the stream previous day of this recording, I couldn't get in to do a stream, so I decided to work on my ship a little bit to catch up on...
Yes?
To catch up on D-Swank a little bit, since he's got a couple weeks ahead of me. And as you can see...
1 week.
As you can see, 1 week for you was like 5 freaking days, man.
Fair enough.
As you can see, he's playing with a drill here. So anyway...
It is the Excalibur of drills.
Yeah. Come along with me as we kind of peek into what I've done, which isn't a lot. On the outside, you can see that I have my bridge. And I decided to keep this side symmetrical and just do a little observation window. Don't know if that's going to stay there or not, but that's what I did. And I began the captain's quarters up top.
I kind of like it.
I'm not hating it. I just don't know if it's going to stay there or not. But let's go walk inside and we'll look at my cockpit. I hear doors opening.
Yeah, no, this forward glassed area I was looking at.
Ah. And here's my little cockpit. It's kind of simple, but this being a civilian industrial ship, it's not going to be too fancy.
Yeah. Ooh, I like the way you did all the LCD screens.
Yeah, I like how it came out. I'm happy with it.
Other than some of the upside down.
Did they? Oh, they mirrored wrong. Bother.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll go back and manually fix that. This is what it's supposed to look like.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. I like it with the projection. Like the bottom one's further in.
Yeah.
Top one's recessed. That's cool.
But yeah, at a quick glance, you have multiple monitors to see what's going on and should be able to monitor and do this ship solo if need be.
Yep.
Decent area of view.
Yep, that's the part I like the most. The view out of this is... Let me sit in the pilot seat. Okay, other than down,
right,
the view is really good.
I mean,
you've got a much better vertical view than you do out of my ship.
Right.
Which is none at all.
I've thought about down, and I could probably still come back and make this part here glass underneath for, foot view if need be.
Yeah, the sides, you could put some glass, like, right here. A couple of views down.
Yeah, and that would work too, looking out to the sides there. You'd be able to see under you a little bit.
Yeah.
I may monkey with that. So, anyway.
One thing.
Yes.
One more thing. And this is a mod issue, and you might want to have to do some engineering to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
This chair, even if it was pressurized inside here.
It's, I see that. I think it has one without oxygen in it. If it doesn't, I'll just pipe it up.
Okay.
So, we need to look at yours at all, or is yours pretty well the same where we left it off?
I haven't done any work on mine.
Okay. Well, let's get to work, shall we?
Yep. Alright, shotguns in the control interface.
No. Alright. So I wonder if I could... Let's
see.
Maybe we can do something like that.
Alright. just out of curiosity, what area of your ship are you going to be working on right now?
I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to put glass up here in the feet, like you mentioned, because that might actually be pretty cool to have,
Okay.
and it would be functional for an industrial ship.
I am going to be working on the mess area on mine. And
Okay.
while we're working on this, something we have talked about is doing a design. What would it be? Design request sheet or project request sheet. Basically, we're going to be putting together a sheet or a list or what have you for the designing the big ship that we want for when we take off next season with the survival series. Kind of do this professional like. And so Fuzz and I thought we would spend some time discussing what exactly we need for that. So we may get distracted from actually working for a bit every once in a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had some ideas, some rough ideas for things, and I don't know what would the correct, how good some of these thoughts would be, but the other reason why at least I would like to do this is once we're done explaining and fleshing out and getting the, I think they're called design request forms or project request forms, kind of like what the military puts out to, say, Boeing and Lockheed and things like that when they're requesting a new vehicle design. We were going to be doing that so we can have a kind of overall design for our survival ship, and y'all can know what mods we're looking at using and what we're looking for ships. So if you want to, I guess, play along and try and design something with the same requirements, you'll know what the requirements are.
Interrupting you very quickly, I have items that I can't delete and are now floating off into the oblivion that may cause you a problem later. Just so you know.
Okay.
Yeah. It's basically, if it's something that got disconnected, it's in limbo now.
Okay. I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
I'll do a world cleanup once we're done.
I'm more
Or if it
worried about
starts
you running
getting
into
too
it.
rough for you. You still there?
Yeah, I was more worried about you running into it with your ship if you start flying about.
Eh.
And
I have shields on.
Okay.
I have shields. No issues there. So, I guess probably should pick. Where do we want to start with this?
I can't
room
grind
require-
either.
Can't grind it.
No.
Ugh.
Oh wow. Okay.
Things acting any better?
No. No.
Can you just ignore it for now?
Gonna have
is it
to.
gonna? Okay. So, on the design concept front, anything in particular you want to start with? Like mods, requirements.
Well, in particular, I know we both like the elevators a lot,
Yes.
so I definitely want to keep those in play. Weaponry mods, we kind of have to keep that contained a little bit due to some of them being kind of iffy and not working. Which one are we currently using that you have by name? As I can never remember.
It is the Mexpex Industries rebalance or something along those lines.
Okay.
That's the one we're currently looking at using. Okay. TVSI. Do only one of these galleys have a window in them?
I think.
That kind of sucks.
Okay. What's going to suck even more is I may need to relog because this is still physically there and I can't place in around it.
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay. Be back shortly.
Okay. Ladders? Do we want to use the ladders mod?
Yeah, I could live without it. They're neat. They don't extend down very far though, so. Well, you got the pieces that don't extend up and down, the non-retractable ones that you can piece together.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with them.
Okay. So we've got that.
Carne asada.
Ladders. So we have a jump drive mod, a reactor mod. Transporters are out for now. The big thruster, the big hydrogen thruster.
Oh, the Epson drive?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's a yes.
That's a yes.
Okay.
That's almost a necessity with the size ships we've been building recently. Or been talking about anyway.
Okay. And finally, those CodeCat cargo containers. There's 2 mods that we're using for it.
I'm gonna let that be an option to the listeners. I won't call that a requirement or a must, but yeah, I'm cool with them.
Okay. So if you use them, yay. If not,
we won't hold it against you.
Right.
Much.
That implies.
I'm just being a dick. Worry not, we will not hold it against you.
Alright, so that's kind of the mods that we've run down. Oh, there's 2 more that I have jotted down as possibilities.
Okay.
I wanted to check that. The server, the timer block, and programming block combined.
Mm-hmm. I can see that being handy.
Also, they're guessing up to look pretty good.
Yeah.
So, probably same place as the CodeCat cargo.
Yep.
If I had to guess, that not required, but not discouraged.
Right.
So that's kind of once I finish what I'm doing, I will read back over what we've got so far for that list.
Do you want to put together, either one of us or the other, put together a Google Doc or something of that nature that we can just leave a link with? Link in the descriptions of the mod list.
Well, I was thinking putting together a Google Doc of the entire the entire request.
Okay, that's cool.
Not just the mods, but the like size and things like that we figure.
Right. I dig.
Okay. So mod list that I have that we're going to be using. Ladders, letters, Colt command pack, the air vent conveyor combination, Uncle Steve's ramps, armored ramps, and more, which is the add-on pack to that. Riptide and E&E's, I can't remember the full name of that mod, but if you look up Riptide and EE, you'll come across that.
Right.
Epstein Drive, the repulsors, Mexpex Industry Gun Pack, the Scythian, I think it's Scythian. The shields. It's been he's the primary shield. A nanite variant, whether it's the nanite foundry we've been using, or one of the other variants that are out there. Elevators, and I don't remember the name of the elevator mod we've been using, but there's 2 of them out there, and both of them work equally well.
Right.
We just like the aesthetics of the one we've been using.
And we're not going to leave you high and dry. All these names will be properly in the doc or whatever we use.
Right.
Oops.
The CodeCat cargo containers. There's 2 mods that both look very nice. Let's see. Then there's Expar toiletries, which I'm actually about to start using. The TVSI mess hall pack, which is what I was using just moments ago. Esketeer's decorations and more. That he has pack 1 and 2 of that. A jump drive mod of some sort, and a reactor mod of some sort. Then we'll also have the super grinders, Keen's, the collection of Keen's mods, Azimuth cargo, and Sage's industrial thrusters.
Sounds like a list.
Okay. So, from there, we need to run down basic requirements for the ship itself.
Okay.
Things like, well, an obvious one, we would like to stick with the primary hydrogen power.
Right.
Oh, that's a mod that I just thought of that I don't know if we want to use or not. The repulsors, the RCS thrusters.
They're handy, but well, actually, with us using the repulsor mod to make it look a little better, I think the RCS thrusters are going to be a must for, lining things up, because we are going to be docking for resource runs to asteroids and whatnot, and that's going to be handy.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say yes.
Okay. Um, so we have that RCS. So hydrogen, primary movement for the ship. Do you want to allow ion RCS, or do we want hydrogen RCS on those?
I think ion would work fine as the RCS. It makes more sense for the smaller thrusters to be ion.
Okay. So, hydrogen powered, but ion RCS allowed. Okay. Now, so we've got the how it's going to move. That was one of the big things that we wanted figured out. Other things is rooms. What rooms? Like we said, it was going to be a. We are looking at. Well, obviously, a server room, a place where we can have all the electronic stuff all
Ooh, that's much better.
buttoned up together.
I will replace everything in here. Yeah, server room, obviously power/reactor room. You'd mentioned a magazine. Where's the list? You had your list. I
Yeah.
got one over here too.
I've got it right in front of me.
Right.
We've got
What?
server room magazine, which would be more ingrained with the servers and stuff. Basically, a specific location to store the more explosive ammo, so it's not stored on the outside of the hull beside the guns.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because we've discovered that tends to go bad. Ships explode.
Yes.
So yeah. Let's see what else. I've got to find a door. There we go.
Okay, there's those two back in place. And now I gotta flip these around because they don't mirror right.
You said reactor,
Right.
but not just a reactor, but a power control room, which would
Right.
be kind of, you'd have battery control, things like that. There's a lot in that one concept that needs to be thought about.
Right. I had a personal request when we were talking this last time, and I think you'd already thought about it beforehand. I just kind of solidified it.
Yes.
The battle bridge.
Yes.
Battle bridge is very welcome.
Battle bridge. Obviously, rooms for the crew of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Rooms for the crew. Well, let's start with the ship systems. We have the bridge and the battle bridge. The servers, the magazine, reactor, power center, or power control. A resource processing, so we can refine what we're looking for. And speaking of resource processing, do we want to take a look at any of the more efficient resourcing mods?
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Because the vanilla stuff is cool and all, it's kind of slow. And when working on a series, and this is behind the scenes stuff here for those listening in, we need stuff to build with. And we can't just spend 4 hours waiting on shit to be processed.
Right.
I mean, if this were just us playing a game, whatever, we'd go find something else to do while I did that. But, yeah, we're trying to make content for you guys, so we need good processing.
Let's move that shower head up a square. I hate showers that are too short.
Don't even get me started on that. Bridge is fixed, by the way, if you want to have a look at it with the new glass in and the other terminal fixed.
Okay. I'll take a look in just a second. Let's see if I can squeeze by. No.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But and maybe a life support might be and a hangar, someplace to store 3 variants of the Minimura, something Minimura sized, and at least 2 Remora sized. So a miner, a grinder, a welder, and 2 combat ships. Actually, let's make it 3 combat ships. Because who knows, we might have a third.
Right.
But that's all the ship systems I can think of. Off the top of my head. There might be a couple more that pop up. Now for crew support, there's medical. That way when your crew is dying, you... Ooh. I like.
Yep, it's much better.
I like that a lot. But yeah, while you're... Ooh, that is nice. You can't look as far down as you allow it, but...
No. And in reality, you would be able to shift yourself around to look under there anyway.
Right. But yeah, that's nice. That is real nice. Medical, because you need your crew to be able to get health. And for game-wise, there's a respawn. Mess hall. Mostly so your crew can eat and we're not, like, starving them.
Right.
A rec room of some sort. Because the decoration pack has...
something I forgot to do.
Just some games and things like that in it. I mean, it doesn't have to be big. Just kind of have a place where people can sit down and interact with stuff. A cargo room. Now, when I think cargo, it's probably would be combined. At least when I'm thinking cargo here, I'm thinking initially more cargo like what the ships have. So it would probably be integrated in the hangar rather than your normal cargo big square storage containers. That's what I was thinking when I wrote that down, but we'll also need large cargo for everything we need, like the ice for the power plant and stuff like that. And did you delete your chair?
I did.
Was that the whoops?
Yep. Is that where it was? No, it was further up. Right there,
and life support, and that goes with generating the hydrogen and the oxygen stuff, gravity, things like that. And the actual crew space, like I think we're looking at having 3 rooms, 3 private rooms for one for each of us and one for a third if we get a third at some point.
And that's the minimum, not the maximum.
Right. Right. This is what we're listing right now is minimum. We'll probably set a maximum on there because there's no reason for us to have 30 crew bunks.
Right.
But I mean, even if you design it so you could have 4 people per room, if there's just the 3 of us and we have 3 rooms, we can split it up to each of us having our own location. Kind of like how they did in Red Dwarf for a little bit. Lister gets, or Rimmer gets pissed at Lister, goes off, gets his own room, and then realizes he really misses Lister.
I gotta sit down and try to watch that again one day. Give it a second chance.
It is a unique show. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's like, ew. Let's see. We might also, I know resource processing, we might also want to have some area that's kind of a machine shop. But that could be integrated into the cargo bay and also integrated into the hangar area.
Right.
So, because we could use the machine shop for actually building things if we wanted. But yeah, those are the rooms that I have come up with for the list.
Okay.
I don't know if you had any other ideas.
No, my biggest thing was the battle bridge. Wait.
And I would argue Battle Bridge and Command and Control could be about the same thing. CIC. Yeah. Because something closer to like what Battlestar Galactica has over Star Trek. Now, when we're talking about the normal bridge, I'm thinking something.
How is this not connected? Oh, that's how. That's dangerous.
Something
clang, clang, clang. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
How bad is it?
It won't let me delete it. Because it disconnected from the ship and it's still trying to decide whether it's a floating object or not.
Where?
Underneath my floor. Inside the cockpit.
Okay.
I was running piping through the floor.